Hi, this is Terry. I've lost 180 pounds on a meat-focused, low-carb diet. I've managed to maintain since 2022. Stick around because I never know what adventure I'm on. To get this going, I have this. It is a full-size sheet cake pan. I'm looking for my little measurer because I know somebody's going to ask me what the measurement is of this pan. It is 18 by 13. So 18 by 13. Two of them I got years ago. I don't know where the other two, so I have four. I got from Amazon recently. So I buy foil. This is the 18-inch wide roll. And I do that because these don't fit very well into my dishwasher. So I do two layers. So the sound goes weird when I wrap them, so I'm going to wrap them now. Woo, look at me go. I am Speedy Gonzalez, guys. I am foiling it up like nobody's business. I also have the oven at 400 degrees. So I started at 400 degrees. Then I start getting things together. She's got the moves, baby. I buy the 85% burgers. I also, as you all have seen, I make these in the air fryer as well. I've been doing that recently, but I've got some things coming up where I would like to have some already made up burgers, so I don't have to come home and cook. So like whenever I have an after work event or whatever, I'm going to go ahead and cook a whole bag. There's 12 of them. This size pan allows me to cook a full 12. They will come frozen together. You just have to beat them apart. Sometimes you'll see there's no paper between them. You can get a knife or you just beat them apart. Whatever works for you. I think you can also run them underwater too, but anyway, I'm going to finish beating these and getting them apart, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got them here. And actually, you can also just take a little, a little kitchen knife. Doesn't even have to be a super sharp one, and you can use that in between them, and that helps too. I had to do that because I had to get quiet. My poor neighbor's outside. He's power washing our fence, and I didn't want him to think, what in the world is going on in there? So I'm going to wash my hands, and then we're going to go ahead and season them. No, I take that back. We are not going to season them. If you don't season them, you can just use them for whatever you need to. You can even use them as not burgers. You can break them up and use them as part of whatever else you plan to use it for. So we are not going to season these. And now I'm going to go ahead and get a box of the chicken ones. I'll be right back. While the beef patties, so they're all called patties. So this is chicken patties and those are beef patties. And the beef patties are 1/4 pound, whereas the chicken patties, it says they're 1/3 pound. But they also have seasoning in them. So the chicken we won't do anything to. And I'm not doing anything to the others either. Isn't that right? So, hang on. Let me get them away so I'm not making too much noise in your ears. These came from Aldi. And I have not made these in the oven before. So I'm very curious to see if this will work with them. So I'm just going to cook them the same way I cook my beef burgers. And then I'll just use a regular thermometer. What I might do is, after they've cooked long enough that they've defrosted, I might put my meter. I have a meter thermometer that you can put in it and it can cook with. So once these have defrosted enough, I might put that in there and just see how that goes. So it looks like we're cooking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my oven did just beep that it's ready. Let me wash my hands and we'll get it in there. I honestly don't remember how long I did it. I want to say I did it 25 and 10. or 20, I don't remember. But we're going to start off with the beef ones on the bottom because I do know I rotated them. And I'm going to set a timer for 20 minutes and then we'll check on them. And while that's going, I'll go watch my old video and see how long it takes. But they're going in for 20 minutes right now. Okay, guys, so I went back and reviewed my video. Someday I'll remember it. So when I bake the burgers, I do 30 minutes first, flip them, rotate them, and then bake them again for 10 minutes. So I just reset the timer. So it's only been 5 minutes. So now it's got 25 more minutes. So just to clarify, it's going to be 30 minutes on this side. And I did that because they're more frozen. So by doing it 30 minutes the first go around, when it's time to flip them, they're a little more formed and solid. But whenever I did it like in 20 minutes, I remember they'd be a little bit extra soggy and harder to flip. So just to recap, it's 400 degrees for 30 minutes instead of 20 minutes. It has been 30 minutes, so we're going to take the burgers out and flip those first. So they've been on the bottom shelf. So hopefully I'll remember that. So if you season your burgers, you would want to flip them and season them again. So that way, you got seasoning on both sides. Okay. And you don't have to buy the store-bought burgers. You can buy your own. You can buy your ground beef and make your own and pat them all out. I just ain't got that kind of time. So, and these are 100% beef. So now I got to swap them out. Give me just a second here. Let me set that there. You here. Get you here. Okay. Oh, how's this? Is this going to work? I hope. Nope. Ooh, I did it. Okay, so this goes on the top shelf. I do that because my bottom one gets hotter than the top one. So now, maybe I should have seasoned sprayed the foil. Maybe not. We'll see. Also, I know some people are kind of anti-foil, and that's all right. If you don't like foil, you don't have to use it. You do what works for you. I know we all kind of have our things. We all have our, I'm going to say, hang-ups, issues, preferences. That might be a better way of saying it. We all have our things that we hang on to in life. And so, whatever yours is, whatever yours is, you just hang on to it with all your heart. I do not fault anybody for having their passions. I'm going to go ahead and slip this in there. And I've got the, just don't burn me. Hang on. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, yeah. Good job, Terry. All right. So now I'm going to put this back on the bottom. And I'm going to set this up on my meter. That's one of those thermometer things. It's the kind you can put back in the oven. So I'll put this down on bottom. And, hang on. Ziggy, oven timer 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, I know the beef burgers will be done. I'm going to go ahead and set up my other things so that way I can track that, and I'll let you know how long that takes. Here's something funny. This says 2 minutes remaining on the chicken burger, and my my timer that I have set says there's 5 minutes from. So maybe I could do my beef burgers, I don't know, 2 minutes less or 3 minutes, whatever. But anyway, so this tells me I've got 2 minutes remaining. So when this goes off, we're going to pull them all out. And I just let them sit up here. Ooh, hello. I just let them sit up here for about 20 minutes. Then that way they can kind of reabsorb the moisture. So I'll show you that when I get there. Okay, it said that it's done. Now there's times whenever I do a full, like if I need to make a whole bunch, I'll do one round and then another round, but that's not the case today. I just wanted a few because I'm not trying to meal prep for like a whole 2-3 weeks or anything. I'm just wanting some burgers that'll be easily accessible. So now what I do is I'm going to go ahead and pull that, I'm going to pull this little thermometer out. And no, I'm just going to leave it in there. I ain't going to burn myself for you people. Anyway, so what I do with the burgers, the meat burgers, or beef burgers, they're all burgers. Sorry, I keep forgetting. But I'm going to let these sit for 10 minutes, and then I flip them. I do that so that way it can kind of reabsorb some of the rendered juice and fat that it loses in the cooking process. So there's quite a bit left down in there. So we will set a timer for 10 minutes, and I'll flip them and then set a timer for 10 minutes. So I'll see you in 10 minutes. Okay, so I don't know how well you could see it a while ago, but they reabsorb so much of that liquid. So by leaving them in here for 10 minutes, it really does allow a lot of that moisture to come back in. Hang on, I'm not good at doing this. I'm trying to watch it through my phone, and I'm not doing a good job watching through my phone. Flip. And then in the past, what I've done, like if I want to take them somewhere, like if I need them to be kind of on the drier side, after they cool, or if I need them to go, like if I need to make another batch, after this, I let them sit out on some foil on the counter, but I need my counter space right now. So anyway, they're gonna sit another 10 minutes, and then I'm just gonna bag them up. I'll put like two beef burgers in one and 2 chicken burgers in the other. So then that way it'll just kind of be able to do its thing, and then I can just kind of pull them out, because maybe I'll want beef, maybe I'll want chicken, maybe I'll want one of each, so this way they'll be in sets of 2, and I can see which way I want to do them. So, but anyway, so now these are set, and I still have plenty others, in the freezer, but these will be prepared for me to do whatever I need to with them when the time comes. So, all right, well, I'll show you in a minute. So this is how it's going down. I'm going to put 2 of the same thing in each bag. So this is 2 beef burgers. 2 beef burgers. I actually have 1 extra chicken burger, and that's fine. I'll eat it this evening. So 2 beef burgers, and then I'm going to do 2 chicken burgers. So as long as you know which, like what kind of burgers you have, so like whether you have the chicken burgers, one of these, I have some Mexicali chicken burgers is what it's called, and these are the Mediterranean. So as long as you remember which one it is, you can mark the container if you want, but as long as you remember which one it is, then you can scan it right on into your tracker app, and if you save it to your favorites, it'll be really easy to find. So I got 2 more to go, and wait till you see how easy peasy this cleanup is. Now listen, again, some people don't like plastic, some people don't like foil. That's all right. You do what works for you. And from here in the past, I've actually saved this, and when I've had a lot of juice and I've given it to the dogs, or I've made stuff out of it. But anyway, so yeah. So now I'm going to seal them up and pop some in the fridge and some in the freezer. But that's how easy peasy it is to go on and make yourself some burgers for either the whole week or for special times or whatever. I've done this throughout my whole time of my weight loss journey since 2019. Okay, bye.